Hey guys, thanks for joining me. This is Angie at Chicken Scratch. This is the box we're making today. This is going to be box template 55 and it opens up just like that. Okay, so I hope you enjoy the following video. Okay, so we're using the Party Puffins and we are using the Pattern Party Designer Series paper that is a Hostess item. So y'all are going to see me use this pack of paper a lot. In fact, this is going to be the paper that I'm going to get every time I get a free item because it's such a fabulous pack of paper. Okay, measurements. Pool Party, 5 5/8 by 6. We have, how many pieces? We have 4 pieces of that Pattern Party Designer Series paper. And don't ask me which one's which, but the first one is 2 1/2 by 3, 2 1/2 by 1 3/8, and then these two are 1 1/4 by 2 7/8. And then we have some basic white for stamping, and we have a couple strips of basic white for the greeting, and this measures 5/8 by 2 3/4. Okay. So we'll start with the stamping part. And I am actually going to set down. We're going to be doing some coloring. Now I wanted to show you guys something before we color. I made a shocking discovery today. We're going to be using the new polished pink Stampin' Blend marker. And I don't know if you can tell the difference, but first I used the polished pink. It's gonna take me a couple months to get these colors down. But then I was like, well, I want it just a tad bit lighter, not quite as, because this is the light. And so what I did was I took my Flirty Flamingo light and then I went over it with the polished pink, and it gave it a little bit lighter of a color than the full strength of the light polished pink. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. Okay, so let's start with the greeting. When you stamp this, you want to make sure that you stamp it as far to the right as you can, okay? Whoops. Okay. Memento ink. Okay, that's done. We'll set this aside. And then we're going to stamp this dude. Make sure your Memento ink pad is nicely inked. Okay. Now we'll set him aside, and then we're going to stamp the cake. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is I'm actually going to fussy cut because these guys don't have, oh, Stephanie, you're right. This would be perfect for the Stamparatus. I forget that sometimes it's just easier to use that, the Stamparatus to get a good crisp image. So I'm going to fussy cut both of these, and I'm going to fussy cut them before I color them, because that way if I mess up cutting, well, then I don't have to recolor, okay? So I'm fussy cutting and holding my breath. I'm kidding. But I am gonna concentrate a lot. I don't wanna mess up. Okay, there's that one. Okay, now this dude. Let me go ahead and trim this down. I'm explaining. Not complaining, just explaining. That's a good one. It rhymes. I'm going to start using that. I'm not complaining. I'm just explaining. Yeah. I'm almost done. Okay, I didn't mess either one of them up. I didn't do him the best. The cake was pretty darn good. Now we can color. Now let's color. So the polished pink is the new color. The Mango Melody is the retiring color. You could use So Saffron. You can use, so sorry, Daffodil Delight. Okay. Hello, boys. I'm live. Not that they know, but okay. Now, we're gonna take the Flirty Flamingo first and color the icing on the cake. And then I'm gonna take the light polished pink. I love the polished pink because it's one of those neon colors, you know, like when you go to the nail salon and it's summertime and you want to go to the beach or the pool or whatever. This polished pink is like, it's like that beautiful color. Yeah. I wish I was going to Maui with all the demonstrators, but we are not. So it makes me a little bit sad to see everyone talking about it, but it's okay. Not the end of the world. Dark pool party. Mine and David's 30th anniversary is this year, and we were supposed to be taking a trip. We still don't know if we're going to. Light Mango Melody again. Now you can use Daffodil Delight or So Saffron. And now Granny Apple Green for the candles. And the reason I'm doing these colors is I'm just bringing in the colors from this paper. See? Yeah. Now we're going to take some Wink of Stella and add a little shine to the frosting. Can y'all believe we're expecting snow tomorrow? Okay, now let's get our Simply Scored scoring tool. This piece measures 5 5/8 by 6. And we are gonna score it at 1.5 on all 4 sides, okay? So 1.5. Yes, I am being serious. We are expecting snow tomorrow. I'm gonna have to use cloth diapers to go cover up all of my flowers that are out in the yard. Okay, so 1 inch, 3 3/4, 5 1/4. What? Okay, so let's recap that really quick. So this one measures 5 5/8 by 6, and I scored it at 1.5 inches on all 4 sides. This one measures 3 1/8 by 9.5, and you score it at 1, 3 3/4, 5 1/4, and 8. Okay. Now we're gonna take our scissors. Well, let me finish folding and burnishing. David asked earlier, he said, "What's for dinner?" And I said, "I don't care. I'll have a peanut butter sandwich." Okay. Now we're going to put our adhesive on those 4 tabs. Let's see, what adhesive do I want to use? Well, actually I'd rather use my liquid glue. And then fold these in. I did say I was going to use a bowl to keep my stamped images. I cleaned up my room the other day because they came and installed blinds in here. So now when I do my Zoom calls and everything, if the sun is shining, I don't have to try to move around like a crazy person. Like every time I try to do a Zoom call it's in the afternoon, the sun comes through the window, and I don't want to complain about that because that's what I love about this room. But then I can't do my Zoom calls, so now I can shut my blinds, and yeah. Now for this one, we're just going to fold this over. There's that. Now this is going to slide in like that, okay? But we want to add Designer Series paper to this front right here. That's not the front piece. This is the front piece. I just noticed that I think I cut this paper in a different direction. I don't know. Maybe I didn't. Now I'm going to take the 1/8 circle punch. That was supposed to be in the middle. I don't think it's in the middle. We'll set that aside for a second, and then we're going to add this paper to the top here. This week I'm going to work on trying to get all them past projects that I did on all my live videos posted over on my blog. I think there's I got 1 done today, and I think I have 4 more. Today's project will be 5. That's how many I'm behind. Brooke's in the process of looking for a job, that's another thing. Like today when I was having lunch, I was researching an area that had made her an offer, but I'm not sure she's gonna accept it. I don't know. Okay. Now, we're going to take this Pool Party sheer ribbon. You could use the new polished pink ribbon if you want. It's a little bright for this project, but use whatever you prefer. I'm going to cut 8 inches of the ribbon, and then I'm going to knot it. This is why you need 8 inches. I have a hair. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now I'm not going to pull it too tight yet. So what I'm going to do is thread this part through that hole, okay? And then turn it. And then now I'm going to tighten this. And then trim the ends. And it is wasting, but you have to have that much to be able to tie the knot. If it's not that big, it's literally impossible to tie. I tried using 7 inches before. It didn't work. So then now what I'm going to do is take some tape. You could trim this a little bit closer, but all I'm going to do is just take some Scotch tape and just tape that down like that. And I did grab my Scotch tape somewhere. Oh, here it is right here. I think I got it more on my nail than I did the ribbon. Okay, so that's our little pull string. Okay, see? Cute. Now this is going to go up here like that, and this is going to go over here, and he's going to go up here. So we're going to be using the In Color Jewels. Okay, now let me get my dimensionals and my mini dimensionals. So I'm going to bring this down. Yeah, right there. And I'm going to attach the greeting with some liquid glue. So let's see. Okay. Yes, I use my finger as a ruler. Man, they're talking loud up there. And then now I'm going to take the mini dimensionals and add 2 on the bottom and 1 at the top. And then that's going to go over that. The mini dimensionals are a little thinner than the bigger ones, the regular size ones, so it doesn't pop it up as much, I should say. And now he's gonna go there, so we're gonna put, oops, 2 on him. He's cute, right? I still forgot to bring the cereal box down here. Grr, I've been eating them. Wow, I seriously, the grass, I can hardly talk. Whoops. We used to go camping when the kids were younger, and oh my gosh, I would just have the most awful allergy attacks. Like, I would be coughing and sneezing the whole time. Okay, so let's open it up. So it's a little drawer like that, and I'm going to show you a couple things that will fit in there. So in this one, I have a little mini charm pack that fits in there, and also one of these Oreo will fit in there, or a couple of these will fit in there, or these little mini clips will fit in there. So lots of candy or some sewing supplies. I was going to see if this twine would fit in there. I think it's too big. But if you take them out of here, you can make all 5 of them fit in here. The black one is, you know, somewhere in this room. Oh, here it is. Yeah, so that'll fit in here too. The size of the box. Look, you'll be happy. I actually wrote it already. 2 3/4 by 3 1/8 by 1 1/2. Yes, I remembered. I don't always remember that, but this time I remember. Yeah, so 2 3/4, 3 1/8 by 1 1/2, and this will be box template 55. I've already started it. So eventually, once it gets to my website, it will be box template 55. Okay, you guys have a great night. Thank you so much.